that got no here. There's a lot of gas car. Here. Here. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Sambies of Beer podcast. With our new, better than ever intro songs. Thomas, I'm so sad that you don't get to listen to it. Every time it gets me all fucking excited, ready to talk podcast, give you guys exactly what the song talks about. Bad advice, crappy stories, and drinking beer. So, we have a show for you tonight. We are going to be here. Thomas still has his horse sticks, even though he told us like 2 weeks ago they were remodeling the room. But with me, as always, is the ever procrastinator, Tomas Rinko.
I actually have a reason for that. I have a reason for that. Have you ever?
Yeah, you've always got a reason.
Have you ever introduced two cats to each other? Or one cat and two cats?
I fucking hate cats.
It is not friendly. So Mr. Kitty's in the room where the horse sticks are going. With all the furniture's going. Waiting till they get along to start moving stuff around.
If you say so.
It is what it is. I already have my shot locked and loaded, though. I'm
locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. So I Casamigos again. Found out at the shop at they're $2 for a little shooter of Casamigos. Oh. And that is a steal. In my most humble of opinion. That is a steal. Considering I only drink it for the podcast. But I have something. I don't know if you've had this issue before or this experience in your life. You are losing weight, by the way. It's noticeable. It's particularly in the nippular region. I want you to know that.
My nips aren't showing as much?
No, it's coming like that. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Been working hard at it for over a month, so
it's you can tell. And in here thanks, too, buddy. Though. You can tell
man.
Here.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know if you've had this issue. I wouldn't call it an issue. This experience where you work in a female-dominated career field.
Go on.
So I've had this issue in the past. One of my first jobs, my big boy jobs, was working at a hair salon. Right, I was a receptionist at a hair salon. Free haircuts and got hit on by old women all the time. It was great. Women, when they are alone or when they feel comfortable and they think they are alone, are the nastiest creatures I have ever experienced. Mm-hmm. They are disgusting, vulgar. Like they're like, "Oh, you guys do locker room talk? No, I don't talk about this shit. It's not that bad." So I've recently acquired a new position, which is 90% of my employees, right? 90% of people I work with are nurses and techs, and 90% of them are women. I have myself, a male nurse, and a male tech, and my boss is male. My boss's boss is male. And that's it. And there's
of course.
40
the boss
of us.
Needs to be male.
There's like 40 of us, right? So that ratio of men to women and just the conversations, because it's a cubicle. And I could just you fart down the cubicle lane, everybody hears it, right? It's just it echoes in that bitch. And the shit these ladies talk about, oh my god! But here's to women like that, hilarious. I have not laughed silently because I don't want them to hear me laughing because then they'll get quiet. I have not laughed so much in my entire life. All my shift, I'm just fucking chuckling at the nastiest shit they say. So here's to you ladies. Never change. I heard the word labia like 14 times today.
Fair enough.
One of the older women.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really curious to now. Like, we might just spend the episode you telling us the stories that you've been hearing.
One of the older ones was going on a date with her husband and gestured to her hoo-ha and was like, "Don't worry, girls, she's hungry." And I'm like, "What the fuck, lady?"
Wait, well,
Disgusting.
when you say older,
She's like 50, 60.
does she look like? Because
She
there's some people
looks
that look like 50, 60.
she looks 60.
Like the Golden Girls were like supposedly in their 50s, and they looked like grandmas.
No, so this lady could be a grandma, but she definitely still dyes her hair and tries to dress kind of nice for work, right? Like
Okay,
wears makeup and stuff. Like
I'm
older.
just trying to get context here.
Yeah, like older, but not gray, because she's trying not to be gray.
Well,
But she also
yeah.
referred to her coochie as a her, that she's hungry, and then just
Well,
kept talking about how she loves sausage. Like it was just like a whole thing, and I'm like disgusted. Then they
That's
talk.
awesome.
Then they like just branch into talking about like, oh yeah. So, anyways, my 9-year-old, he did this the other day, and I'm like, don't get
It's a strange swing.
it all the time,
The
dude.
one super religious one is trying to like bring it back to kids.
There is always a
It's like-
wholesome one, but they're all military, so they're all fucking pretty nasty in general.
It happens.
Women of the earth, for sure. It's your turn.
Mine is definitely less serious. Mine is going to go out to my oldest son, who apparently is now able to just fart on command and just shits himself everywhere we go. And first it was funny, then it got a little annoying. Now he's like learning the proper times to do it.
He's getting
And
kinetic timing
it's-
with his farts.
He's getting pretty good at it. And it's getting funny again because it upsets my wife so much. So, cheers to you, buddy. And your farts.
That's hella impressive. You need to teach me.
Like at one tonight we were sitting, we got done praying before we were getting ready for the podcast. Just as we get done praying, he goes, and here's one. Let's out two. And then he goes, and another one. Another one. As he's walking out of the room and goes, and another one. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Do you think he's lactose intolerant and has like just a stash of yogurt hidden somewhere, just so he can build up the pressure and just release it on command?
We don't like tell him not to have yogurt or anything. Like he could be lactose intolerant and that's his issue. I don't know.
I did have a dude at basic training. It's a similar thing, who was lactose intolerant, and basic training is full of 18, 19-year-olds, right? Like that's the majority of your population. And so farts are funny.
Uh-huh.
You're in a room full of fucking 50 dudes, farts are funny. To the older dudes, it's less
Yep.
funny because you got to smell it, right? But to young dudes, it's fucking hilarious. He would down whole milk at dinner, and it would just fester and stew and just let loose the loudest, like lay on the right side of his stomach, just let loose the loudest, longest farts just to get laughs. And honestly, dude, he's a pilot now, by the way. he's a fucking captain. But honestly, dude, like it was pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Farts are funny.
they are.
Yeah.
That they are.
It's still just impressive your son can just do that.
Yeah, like, well, the only part that annoys me is like we'll be leaving somewhere and we'll be walking to my truck. And then the second we get in my truck is when he farts. And I'm like, dude, do that outside the truck. Like, I don't want to fucking hotbox it.
What we did growing up is when we had one in the chamber and we're all walking somewhere, one of the brothers would jump and like get ass to face level with somebody else and just let one go.
Yeah.
That
We
was
always Scooby snacked everybody.
what the fuck is Scooby snacking?
You fart in your hand and then throw it in somebody's face.
We did not call that. What was it? Beef something? There's another word for it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of terms for it. We called it Scooby snacks. And yeah, you just fart in your hand and then throw it right in somebody's nose.
Done that a bunch of times before.
Oh yeah.
You should convince your son to do a
Luck-
fart jar.
No.
It could be funny.
No. I do have something that I think we need to talk about.
What?
Something that I didn't realize, and I'm going to compare it to a previous discussion that we've had. It's not going to work as well if we're on the same page with this, but
Okay.
previously we had a discussion, and this discussion has gone a long ways in a group of friends that I have, because I proposed this question to them and you proposed it to me. That question was balls in or balls out while you pee.
I gave you my answer.
Yes, we all have discussed it. We've gone over it many times. But I think this is a similar question of a normal bodily function, but how people go about the specifics of it. So, when you sit down to take a shit, take your shit, you're done, you have to wipe your ass. You use toilet paper. Do you take the toilet paper and go away from the nutsack or towards the nutsack?
I go away.
I guess you go on the outside, or I've heard of people going from the middle and then towards the nutsack.
I go on the outside. I tickle the nutsack and scoop and wipe backwards.
Which is backwards? Towards away from the nuts or to the nuts?
Away from the nuts.
Okay. We are on the same page.
Sorry.
No, that's completely fine. I've heard of other people doing it what I consider front to back, or back to front, and I'm like, I don't want to wipe all the shit towards my nuts.
Yeah, no, that's gross. Also, women can't do that.
Well, they can. They're just not supposed to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Just a purely hygienic thing. Don't do that. Yeah, no, sorry. I tickle the nut and.
And this got brought up because I hurt my back doing deadlifts, and I said I couldn't reach over, and I was like, I can't fucking wipe my ass because every time I twist, my fucking back cramps up. And I'm like, I had to do it left-handed, which was fucking hard as hell. And they're like, well, why didn't you just go through the middle? And I'm like, go through the middle? What are you talking about?
I'm like, I can see it. Right now, I can see how you would do that. I guess, but
I don't see it. None of that makes sense to me.
I would want to wash my nuts if I did that.
Maybe that's why people are always washing their hands in the bathroom. Maybe they just don't know proper wiping techniques.
It's not like there was a class. It's not like I went to the same class. No, that's gross. That's really icky. And I'll be honest right now, when I'm home, bidet. Well,
I don't have a bidet.
They're $30 on Amazon.
Yeah.
It'll change your life.
Don't you have a cold water one though?
Yeah.
For $30?
Mm-hmm.
So you just shoot cold water on your butthole.
Yeah, I do.
You do know that I live in the Midwest, and sometimes that water gets real fucking cold.
It'll wake you up in the morning. Think about that. I will say, I had it on like a 4, and it was like, that's a good pressure, like it's cleaning everything up. And I'm just like on the dial, and I'm like, what happens if I turn this bitch up to 11, right? Like max it out. I felt like the water was going to shoot out of my mouth. It was going so far inside me.
I think that might be a little bit of a sign that you're gay.
No, I didn't like it. It was just like, whoa. I had to try it.
No, you didn't.
I had to try it.
You did not have to try it.
Missing out.
You voluntarily tried to get something to penetrate you.
No, I didn't know it was going to penetrate.
You tried to shoot water.
Me. I didn't have a choice. It penetrated me.
You didn't have a choice. You turned the dial up.
No, I had to see what would happen. What if it was like a pressure washer and it was just like I was missing bits because I didn't have it on high enough, so I had to put it up. I had to try it for science.
You didn't have to.
I did.
No,
and I
I'm
did
gonna
it.
disagree.
I did it, and I regret it to this day.
Yeah, I bet you do. You were no longer a virgin.
Oh yeah,
You have now been penetrated.
finally. No longer a virgin, brother. Oh.
The horse dicks behind you make a lot more sense now.
Oh, do they?
They do.
I have noticed, speaking of, since we're just on the bathroom, I have noticed something pretty gross. And like the older men get, the less likely they are to wash their hands. I've noticed that in bathrooms at work, like the old contractors will come out and they'll like have taken a shit. Like just, I heard them blowing it up and go and walk right out.
After a shit is different. I don't wash my hands after I pee.
If I'm in public, I'm gonna wash my hands after I pee, just because I touched my wiener.
Nope.
I don't want my wiener touch on anybody. Nope. You know.
My wiener is probably cleaner than most of them.
I sweat a lot. Sometimes I sweat so much I pretend to go take a shit so I can wipe the inside of my thighs. In like Fair the enough. Gooch area. It's that bad. I sweat that much. So like my wiener's not clean.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Like, you get that thigh nut stench?
Oh yeah. I shower every day.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah. I know some people
like you take your thumbs and you pull your pants down to take a piss, and then all of a sudden you're like, you stick it and you're like, oh my god.
It's a smell.
It is.
It's a big smell. But especially after like a workout and you go to take a piss and it wafts. You're like, god damn.
Yeah, no, I will say most of the time if I take a piss. No.
That's where we're going to disagree, Matt.
That's fine.
I regret every doorknob that I've touched that you've also touched.
That's cool.
God, that's gross. Okay. Yeah, I can't think about that. That's nasty. You're nasty.
Yeah.
You're kind of nasty.
Don't come hang out with me.
I still will. Because we have a good time. Ooh, I've got something to tell you later.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can't ask that question. I was asking people questions at work. We ask a lot of different questions just to get to know everybody, right? Because it's active duty, so they're rotating constantly. New people coming in, new people going out all the time. Which is it's interesting. Like it keeps the job fresh, keeps the people fresh, but it's like. And then now this new person has to learn things. We're losing a lot of experience. Like it's a catch-22, right? But it's nice because some new people come in and they completely change the process in a better way. And you're like, oh shit, why haven't we been doing it like this before? But so we ask a lot of stupid questions to each other. I do have this one dude who's from the East Coast that I love talking to because he's just a fucking asshole, and like the banter that comes out of his mouth is peak. But you know, we get asked the common questions like, if you could have any superpower, Matt, what would you have?
What would I have?
Yeah.
Probably flight.
And that would be the most generic answer. And you could tell kind of a little bit about a person given the answer they give, right? Like those overthinkers that are like, I wish I could control time or stuff like that. You're like, okay, cool guy. I get it. Totally.
Yeah.
Flying is probably the most common one that we hear, especially from like just like an older generation. They're like, God, flying would be fucking cool. I'd fly everywhere. Never walk again in the day of my life.
Well, like if I could fly, like, and then I could just like fucking hang out with you for the day and then fucking fly back, like.
But what if flying was a direct reflection of your physical fitness?
I'd be fucked. I would
be
in a lot better shape right now.
You would fly at like 5 miles an hour max. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
But.
But if it was that, then with all the flying that I would do, I would get in way better shape.
Yeah. Just fly as high as you can and then you have to keep flying so you don't die. So you have to get in shape.
Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah. That
See, now personally, not really interested in flying, don't really care about it. Teleporting. Because I'm a lazy sack of shit.
yeah, I can see that.
And then like the caveat is like it takes you as long to teleport to someplace as it does for you to either walk or run there. So then it's like less great.
Yeah, that like why do you want to put stupid restrictions on your awesome powers?
Just because it's something stupid. Like one guy was like, breathe underwater. It's like, okay, you can breathe underwater, but only when your eyes are closed. Or you turn invisible, but only when your eyes are closed.
You're stupid.
Stupid things like that. But it's interesting to like just see different people's perspectives. Like there's guys like, I wish I had the power to grant wishes. And I was like, okay,
You want to be a fucking genie?
pretty much. All right, Shazam, calm down.
Yeah, no, that's stupid to put restrictions on them.
I think it makes it funnier.
Well, it does, but
And then like the Powerball is going up again. So like that question came up today. I was like, what would you do if you won the Powerball? And a lot of people were like, I'd buy this, I'd buy that. You know, and that's cool. Like, go forth. I found out half my coworkers would be broke within 5 years if they won the lottery, though.
mm-hmm. We all probably would be.
No, I've got a safe strategy. I have a pretty safe strategy. I gave half of it to my dad.
I think I've told you this before, but I dated a girl who used to, when she would buy Powerball tickets, write out what she was going to do with it, so that way God would know that she had a good plan for it, and if he approved, then she could win.
So I guess her plans fucking sucked, huh?
Bingo. And that bitch never won.
That you know of. She could have won.
I'd still be with her if she did.
That's fair.
Ain't fucking going anywhere then. Or I'd have half of it in the divorce.
I just won $200 million. Let's get married.
Right now.
Right now. Because I love you so much. It was my plan all along.
Yeah. I even have a ring.
That's a ring pop.
But you can't have it till after I eat the candy. Because I actually did want the candy.
I did want
You
the
just get the ring.
ring.
You just get the ring. I get the pop.
I wanted to eat the fucking candy first. Yeah. It's just interesting. New people getting new perspectives, right? Like, it's cool, I guess. I don't know. And then all them dirty ass women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girls are gross. Girls are gross. And they fart a lot more than we think they do.
Everybody does.
And they blame it on me. I'm like, they're like, God, why'd you do that? I'm like, bitch, I know that was you. You were eating a fucking burrito for lunch. What? Women. But like one of the conversations was, favorite dog breed. And like personally, I actually don't have one right now. I've had different breeds. I like them all differently for different reasons. I don't have a favorite. I know you have a favorite, so there's like no point asking you.
Nope.
Yeah.
There is no point in that question.
I don't know. It's cool. It's cool getting these different perspectives because they're all professionals. Like I'm the lowest ranking person there, right? So they're all pretty high up on the ladder, and it's interesting. Like, oh, this is what you should do. You should go. You get this education. You should go into this, and you should go into that. Like, it's odd. They have kids my age.
I read something interesting today, and I don't know if you've heard of it. I had never heard of it. But did you know that in, I believe it's Spain, they are on like a kick where they're trying to get adults not to get married and not to have kids.
In Spain?
I think that's what they said.
Sounds
Pretty sure it
weird.
was
I know
Spain.
Korea is dwindling on their population.
Well, this is like them actively like putting propaganda out to get people to like not like the thing that I read that was a gal, and she said that she had like 5 kids, and she said after like every her first, she didn't even tell her parents about the last two, because for the first two her mom was so anti against it and like was mad that she was married and all this fucking weird shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she even said statistically, like, I guess Spain's at like 60 million people right now. And they're estimating that within like 20 to 40 years, they're going to be down to like 20 million.
That's crazy. Why?
I don't know.
Usually the country wants the opposite. You need soldiers, right? Like you need boots on the ground.
Well, like, yeah. I mean, maybe they're just, banking on that good old USA power,
Most
but
people
I
are.
don't know.
Most people are.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I know they did it in China, and they're talking that that's supposed to really be starting to creep up on them now.
Yeah, China's gonna have a big dive within the next like 50 years, and it's has a lot to do with like the whole hating women thing. They didn't hate women; it's just women couldn't carry on your name, couldn't carry on your lineage, so people were killing their babies because you're only allowed the one or two. You know,
Yeah, I think it was just one.
I think it was just one, and so people were like killing kids because they wanted a boy. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Well, the other part that like I always thought, like when I heard about it, I always thought that China, it was like due to like overcrowding and shit. China's a huge fucking country.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
Like it's not small.
you can't control that many people though, and China is communist, right? So you can't control billions of people. You try, it's just not going to work. So I feel like that's more on the line of why it came into fruition.
What's the difference between controlling a million versus controlling a billion?
A big
You're
fucking
just getting more.
difference.
You're just getting more bureaucrats in the middle.
Yes, it's just yeah. No, it's listen. I've played Civilization, so I know how to win a country.
I've seen you play Civilization. You do not.
Yeah, I don't. I just kind of wing it. I just kind of wing it all the time. God, that's a fun game. I should play that again. No, so like in Korea and Japan are facing like different reasons. The government's not pushing them to not have kids, but it's just like the people themselves like don't want to have a family, don't want to have kids, like they don't want to do any of it. And you're feeding these like cultures like gaijin culture is literally people living in internet cafes because they're subsidized. So like they can hang out, play video games, and watch anime all day. And it's paid for, and they just live this kind of sad life, but they like it.
Yeah.
And that's why you have like those places. I can't remember what they're called, but they're essentially like you go to a place, and it's not prostitution because there's no sex involved, but a woman will give you like the evening to hang out with her at that place. And she'll like be all flirty with you and all happy to see you and stuff like that. And that's like it's like Hooters but worse somehow. Actually, no, it might be Hooters now that I think about it. It might just be like Hooters. That's more one on one, but it's still like that's a thing that they do there.
One on one.
Yeah, there's probably those too, buddy.
Oh, that's Thailand that I'm thinking of.
Oh, Thailand. Well, see now, but Thailand's all
One
about
on
the
one.
fucking Thailand, like Philippines, Vietnam, Singapore. They're all not Singapore, but they're all about the fucking. Like they're just
Yeah.
fucking. There are I've seen the Reddit stories of men like who save up all year. They work in America. They have corporate jobs, lawyers, this that, the engineers, software developers, blah blah blah. Save up all year to spend like a month in Thailand or the Philippines and just go nuts. Just fucking. And it's not prostitution. Like they're not paying them, right? It's not prostitution, but they're white, tall, and have a lot of money in comparison to, there. They live like kings for like a fucking month. And that's what these guys. I've seen like the posts, and these guys are like, put forth all this effort here and then be miserable when I can just go over there and be a king for 1 month out of 12. And I'm like, I guess, brother, but I don't know. You see like the new ones that are starting, and then you see the old ones that have done it for like 20 years, and like the old dudes are like, "God, don't do it. It's not worth it." Like, find love, and then the young ones are like, "Fuck you, geezer. Do what I want."
Yeah, that's how it always is.
It's Reddit. But it's a huge
And
thing.
I'm sure there's a few geezers out there that are like, "Fuck yeah, it was awesome."
There's some geezers that
I
are
still
still
do it.
out there. They're retired out there. You see pictures
Yep.
of old white dudes just like still out there. South America
Hells
too.
yeah.
They're doing South America. They go to South America as well, but that's a lot more dangerous, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is fair. So, but yeah.
Well, I think I've told you my buddy went down to Brazil with like fucking $1,000, and he was only planning on staying a week, and then he learned of the currency rate or exchange, and he was fucking like a king down there. Like he'd go spend a night at the bar, and it cost him like fucking $6. And so he's like, his week turned into a fucking month because what's $6 for a night? Fucking, I mean, and we're talking like all out, like buy people drinks, like open a tab, tip generously, and he's like, and it would cost me like $6, and I did that for fucking 20 out of the 30 nights we were there.
That's crazy. It's like that scene on Euro Trip. It's like, what are we gonna get for $6.40? And they're like fucking in like a Ritz Carlton hotel with servants and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. That's crazy. You know, there's that part of me that would be interested in like going there and like having that amount of money, being the guy with that amount of money. Like that's cool, right? Like that's an experience.
Yep.
But there's too many women with cocks, so I think that's just gonna be a pass for me.
Chicks with dicks.
There's no chicks with dicks. There's only dudes with tits, Matt. Dudes with tits.
No, there's chicks with dicks.
Oh, Matt, they're just dudes with tits. That I've seen the fucking YouTube short clips of like a dude on a moped, and there's like a little girl behind him, or a Filipino or whatever, a Thai girl, and she's like, I've got big cock, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, what the fuck? I was like, what's that on my back? She's like, it's my cock. And he's like, ah! Hey, some dudes are into that.
And people wonder why I don't venture far from home.
That's fair. I do got to make my way up there, though. I feel like that would be a fun time.
Oh, that was a good pop.
Especially since you guys have K-pop.
Yeah. It's a place we cannot go.
Yeah, that's fair. I saw you guys. Oh my god. Okay, speaking of going out to eat. So yesterday we celebrated Valentine's Day because that was just the day that we had the most amount of time to do so, right? Because of work. It was like last night we celebrated Valentine's Day, and I asked her where she wanted to eat because I was prepared to take her to Chamagacho, which is a Brazilian steakhouse. Really delicious, really good time, right? I was prepared to do that. She's like, no, I actually want to go here. It's called the Tokyo Inn, and it's like this historic Japanese restaurant. Tell me why my big ass was sitting on a fucking pillow on the ground. The food was great.
Because you're in love.
It was such good Japanese food. It was delicious. My fucking back still hurts for that shit because ain't no support, ain't no stadium seats, you know.
No.
Like that. Trying to fucking figure myself out, but the food was good. I'll give them that. The food was actually really delicious, and it cost me half as much as going to the Brazilian steakhouse would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no complaints on that end, but and then my dad wants us all to go to this jazz bar in a couple weeks, and like it's by invitation only, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna buy a suit.
You get some jazz brunch.
It's a night jazz. It's nighttime jazz.
Color some adult coloring books.
Is that a thing? Do people do that?
It's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Teddy and remember Teddy?
I do remember Teddy.
Amy's boyfriend. After he breaks up with her, then because she tells him he's boring.
Oh,
then he
that's
like runs into her again, and he's like, I'm not boring anymore. You know what we discovered? Jazz brunch. It's wild. Sometimes we even do adult coloring. Like,
Imagine being that guy though, and being so content with your life.
that would be so amazing.
It would be. He's just like showing up
It
to
would be
these
so
things.
good. Like if like just showing up to stupid shit and being like, this is where it's at.
This is the tits. Which I mean, in Teddy's defense, everyone has their one thing that they do
Yeah.
that is just everyone else is just like that's fucking weird, bro. Like that's not that fun. Like for me, Dungeons and
Oh yeah.
Dragons. We go to a convention and there's like a Dungeons and Dragon place where they're like hosting sessions and buying. I buy dice and figurines and all that stuff. I'm there for hours. I'm like, this is the shit. That is not the shit for like most people.
Yeah, I would be most people in that situation.
Yeah, which is fine. Like everyone has their own hobbies. I'm sure you have something that you would be like a fucking sourdough convention. I don't know.
Not a twist top. But
A potato convention.
thankfully, my friends at Zinn knew how much I drank beer and sent me this. I got a package in the mail and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Zinn's sent me a bottle opener. How did they know?
That's crazy. As long as you're happy, buddy.
Rewards are important.
Hey, swag. Because now you're advertising Zins. Now you're next time you open a beer, you're like, I could go for a Zin right about now.
All it says is free your bev. It doesn't even say Zinn on it anywhere.
That's kind of crazy. But you know.
That's what I thought. Huh?
But you know.
Yep.
Okay. What's the weirdest name you've ever seen on a real life person? And I'll say mine, and I love it. It's weird, but I love it.
I don't know. I can't say that. I mean, I've seen a ton of like super, super weird names.
So I had a patient, it was a long time ago, and he's this little fat, pudgy white kid. He was like 7. He's fucking hilarious, right? Like just genuinely funny fat kid. And they called him Hoagie. And I was like, oh, it's like a funny nickname. Like maybe he really loves sandwiches. I can tell. Something along those lines. His name was Hogarth.
That's awesome.
That was so cool. I love that name. It's like, oh, right now he's Hoagie, but when he's like jacked and like taking names, he's gonna be Hogarth.
I don't know. That reminds me a lot. Hogarth is Hodor.
So we went to Game of Thrones trivia
Oh, okay.
on the cruise,
Mhm.
and we got more than half of them right, but we did not get all of them right. And one of the ones that we missed was Hodor's real name.
I think it's William.
You're really close, but I'm upset that you're so close. Because I was like, I don't fucking know.
Wallace, maybe?
You're on the W track?
I'm trying to think of the scene where he goes back.
You're really close, dude. And there's 2 names. There's technically 2 names. One's the book, one's the show. Both are W's. You're really close onto both of them when you said things.
Yeah, Wallace is the one sticking out to me, and I obviously that's not right.
It's
so.
literally a combination of both names.
Willis.
Willis is the show name, correct. And the book name is Walder.
Walder?
Yeah, so
That's a stupid fucking name.
it's Walder Frey. It's real fucking close.
Yeah, I'm aware of Walder Frey. He was a fucking jackass.
What house was Walder Frey?
House Frey.
Yes, but what made his house famous?
Um, the bridge.
The bridge. Yes.
Um, because they had the connection that people needed to pass, which is how the red wedding was able to happen.
So the bridge is called. It's got a name.
No idea.
The Twins, because it's two towers.
I was thinking the Two Towers, but then I'm like, no, that's Lord of the Rings. You're
But
going to sound like a jackass.
Well, I mean, George R.R. Martin didn't just totally steal a ton of stuff from Lord of the Rings, like every other fantasy
Well, they
writer
all-
ever.
I was say they steal. Everybody steals from everybody.
Yeah. Fucking Dancer is Darrow's Obi-Wan.
I wouldn't go that far. He doesn't teach him the way of the Force.
Darrow is orphaned, raised by, well, he's not orphaned, but he's almost orphaned, raised by his uncle, which he is, Uncle Nero.
He's not even almost orphaned. His mom is alive in all 6 fucking books.
He's skirting that line. You know what I mean? Like he's
not,
because Uncle Nero was like a big pushing factor for him, and then the fucking wise old man comes out of nowhere and takes him away from his desert planet.
They don't take him away from his desert planet. He stays on the planet. The Institute is on the planet.
He eventually goes away. He's skirting
That's
the line.
the second book.
He's skirting the line. He's skirting the Star Wars line.
He's not at all. You are fucking reaching so far and not getting there.
He's like right there.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter. You want to compare Harry Potter and Star Wars? 100% all day. Same story, different use of magic and force. Same story. Red Rising and fucking no. You're not. No.
Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones? 10 seconds.
I've told you that. The Hound.
You did say
Sangor
the Hound.
Brigade.
Sand.
I love the Hound. Sandor.
Yeah, Sandor. Clegane. Clegane. The Hound. He actually, that's a good one.
I absolutely love him. He was such a well-written character, and his growth and everything about him, I thought, like, from his fall to Brienne of Tarth to like him fighting in the woods and losing all the people, like, absolutely loved every minute that he was on the screen.
Just don't read the books then.
Okay. I didn't plan on it.
He's way creepier in the books. But everyone was way creepier in the books. That's how they were written. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All
right. Who's yours?
Bronn of the Blackwater.
Bronn of the Blackwater? Okay.
He's just genuinely doesn't change, is an interesting character, and I love the rags to riches, and he's competent. That's the reason I love him more than anything else, is he's just fucking competent. He knows when he's outmatched, and he's like, oh, I'm out. Like, I want to live, brother. Like, sorry, Tyrion, see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything.
We're friends. Are you gonna show up and fight the mountain for me?
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah. But then, like, just there's scenes that I love because Bronn is just such a force of nature that's so recognized. Like when Meryn Trench was talking shit to Tyrion because Tyrion was talking shit to the fucking horrible,
King Joffrey.
Yeah, to Joffrey, and Tyrion's like, Bronn, if Sir Meryn talks again, kill him. And Sir Meryn doesn't fucking say a word for the rest of the scene.
Well, he was a bitch. Wasn't Sir Meryn the one that goes to the Night's Watch and fucking ends up pissing himself in the corner? Like,
no, Sir Meryn's the one that likes little girls. So he's still fucking.
Oh, okay. Even worse.
Yeah, no, he gets his justice from Arya, but yeah,
she does fuck him up.
She fucks him up bad, which was great. But no, like there's just so many scenes of Bronn being you, right? Like being a regular fucking person, because it's like they're rolling up. He's with Jaime. They're walking up to his cousin. That's also a Lannister. And it's like, oh, Rickon. He's like, actually, it's Dickon. And Bronn just, it's what? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He just has those moments where you're like, or like, and then of course another one of my fucking favorites is the squire that squires Tyrion ends up squiring Brienne.
Hmm. Pod, Podrick,
Podrick Payne.
Podrick
I
Payne.
think he's a Payne. Yeah, he is just has a great story of like there is never been a more faithful squire, right? Like he is
Yeah.
just the squire, which is why this new show, the Night of Extended Seven Kingdoms,
Hmm.
reminds me. The main character reminds me of Podrick, but like just kind of dumber and tougher, but the same like thoughts, right? Like the same loyalty, honor, chivalry. Like it is like so far, Knights of the Seven Kingdom, you could probably watch with your kids. It's that like it's a complete. It's not a complete change because there's still stuff. I think there is a actually never mind. There's a wiener. There is one wiener I can think about.
Yeah. You've now talked me out of watching the show.
Yeah, no, wait, because there's a
You said I
wiener.
can watch it with my kids, and you said I can watch it with my kids, or no, because there's a wiener.
There is one
Like
wiener.
neither of those things make me want to watch Game of Thrones.
No, it's not. It's not because like it's just a good story set in medieval times. Like, it's not about selling the sex, right? Like that's what sold it in the beginning. It's not about that. There is a wiener. And it's a funny wiener, but there is a wiener, so I wouldn't let the kids watch it. But like, there's no, it's like graphically violent. But I know your kids, whatever. You just don't want them to see tits and stuff, which I don't think there are any. It's kind of a bummer,
See, and now you've lost me.
but it's a good story. It is a good story so far.
Yeah, I like good stories.
Especially now, like some of the twists have been revealed. Like it's, yeah, I want to go finish it, but it's not all the way out yet. And it's a story that's already done. Like it's already finished. It's not like Game of Thrones where there's no ending yet. He's already written all three novellas. It's done. Sir Duncan the Tall story's over, and
That's kind of disappointing.
it's a really good story. I mean, Varys even talks about him in the show of Sir Duncan the Tall from like fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like, and that's that like is the story of Sir Duncan. It's just now you get to see all the
I,
stuff in the
I
middle.
think I think Joffrey talks about him when he was giving
Yeah,
Jamie shit,
yeah,
and
because
he's like, "Oh, Sir Duncan the Tall, look at all the pages for him. Sir Jamie, where's yours?"
oh yeah, well Sir Duncan the Tall did some shit, but his thing is he's always been chivalrous and followed what it was to be a knight, and that's just what you're watching, and it's entertaining. The fights are good, like still Game of Thrones, rough and tumble and gore and stuff, but I don't know, I can't complain. I just
What's
love
your favorite fight from Game of Thrones?
that's a hard one because Clegane Bowl is just divine. But
Yeah,
so is
that was a good
honestly
one.
Jon Snow versus that dude with the daggers. I thought that fight was really interesting. I don't know if you remember that.
Well, it doesn't have to be like solo fights either. Like it could be battles.
I mean, nothing beats the scene of Jon Snow ready to face death, throwing his sheath down. He's just like, "All right, here we go, boys!" And then the army comes in after him. And then those fight scenes were insane. Post that too.
Yeah, I think the one you're talking about is Battle of the Bastards.
That was Battle of the Bastards. Yep. Yeah, and then like any fight with Braun, like Braun versus the dude in the Eyrie to fight for Tyrion's freedom, that was just a good show of like, oh, you don't have to be the best fighter to win fights.
No,
What's yours? Unless it's Clegane Bowl.
no, it's probably Battle of the Bastards. I liked that.
It was well done.
Like it was, and like I liked the prelude to it with like Sansa telling him like you don't know him, you don't know the evil that he's capable of, and and like, you know, and then them getting trapped and then getting out with being saved and then chasing him down into Winterfell. And like, there was just so much good with it. Like,
There's
and
such
there
a
was
comeuppance too.
a what?
A comeuppance,
What's that?
like when the bad guy gets what's coming for him.
Yes.
Like the payoff is
Yes.
great because you saw that for like 2 seasons. This dude being a piece of shit, and you see him
Yeah.
get fucking taken down hard, and that's
Like
so good.
he was so evil that you started to feel bad for Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, I do. I still do. Like,
Yeah.
I still feel terrible for him. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like, and Theon Greyjoy like betrayed the Starks, like, and like did terrible things. And you're like, all right, I think he's had enough.
yeah. Like at this point, brother. Like, ooh.
Like you giving punishment to him has now gone beyond. And
Yes.
like you now need punishment for the punishment you're giving. That is the definition of cruel and unusual punishment.
Or the episode where Jon Snow discovers that his sword is made of Valyrian steel and kills the white.
Yeah.
Bing. Satisfying. Very satisfying.
Yeah.
Or anything with Khal Drogo, because Khal Drogo was I mean, just the fights in general, most of them have great choreography and I can't complain. Sansa versus Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
That was a spar that lasted 30 seconds.
That
was kick ass.
It was.
That is like Brienne of Tarth
You
was
can't-
known as like the best knight, the best fighter, right? Like she's the best.
Yeah.
And Sansa just coming in out of nowhere, half her size, could take her down.
Arya.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Arya could take her down.
Yeah.
Not with no issues. She got her licks, but
Have you seen any of the new trailers for Doomsday?
I don't even know what that is.
Avengers Doomsday?
Mm-mm. I haven't been following the Avengers or Marvel since Spider-Man Far From Home.
RDJ is coming back as Doctor Doom.
I did see that. Yes, I did hear. I heard that.
And Thor is going to be in it.
Okay. It's an expensive.
And I thought I heard rumor that Chris Evans was coming back as Captain America.
I don't want him to.
I do.
I don't.
Like, I loved how they ended him,
It was perfect.
but if they can find a way to like skip around it and still give him that ending while having him be a character, I'm all about it.
What if they bring him back and everyone's pull the Deadpool? Everyone's expecting him to be Captain America, and he's fucking Johnny Storm.
Well, I haven't seen anything with the Fantastic Four in it.
It has to be. It's
But
Doctor Doom.
I did see a trailer with Professor X and Magneto and Cyclops.
In that movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an Avengers Doomsday, and it showed like, and we're talking like old school fucking Sir Patrick, whatever his name is.
Sir Patrick Ewing, right?
No, Patrick Ewing is a Knicks player.
See?
Yes.
Oh, oops.
But the guy who originally played Professor Xavier X and who was also on Star Trek.
Yeah, no, the bald dude. I gotcha.
Yes. And then the guy who originally played Magneto
Yeah.
in like the old school
Gandalf?
X-Men movies. Yes. It's those, I just wanted to say, it's those two characters and Cyclops.
Is it?
What if we get Gambit from fucking Channing Tatum
I
as
would
well?
love Channing Tatum's Gambit was perfect. I know people like made fun of it, but it was. If you've been to Louisiana, that's how they fucking talk. Like it's perfect.
See, I haven't actually seen Deadpool 2 yet.
It's Deadpool 3, and I haven't seen it either.
Is it 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But I saw it, and then Thor is a dad, and like you see him praying, and he's like, "I just want to come back, and I want to be a dad. I don't want to be fighting anymore. Like,
Hmm.
please let me come back here."
So
And I was like, "Oh, storyline! I love
it's going to
it."
be like the passing of the baton, hopefully, right? Like, here we go. Here
Possibly.
some new heroes, right? Like, because it's time. They've been fucking grinding for like 15 fucking years, dude. Like, they've been
They did so
going.
good with it though. Like nobody was mad when Infinity Wars and
Oh yeah,
Endgame came out.
it was
Everybody was
awesome.
so happy.
It was done so well, and then it went to shit. It really did. Slowly though. Like Loki was really
Oh
good.
yeah.
Hawkeye was really good. Spider-Man was really good, but it's just been declining really heavily. So they
Then
got it.
she and then they did She-Hulk
Oh
and
fuck all that. Terrible.
yeah, because they tried to get political with it.
Which that's when I dropped it. I was like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah. And not that I have a problem with She-Hulk. I just have a problem with Disney and how they did it.
Yeah, no,
But
they did a terrible job. Terrible job.
I don't know. They've gotten so many characters now that they can bring in, and like
All of them.
I don't
They
know.
could bring in whoever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
I know Ironheart
And
got her own show, but I'm afraid that would be woke. So that's like,
and it's also funny that like woke is like no longer good.
oh, it's bad. It is.
It's bad.
It
Now.
is
It's
super
awesome.
bad. Everyone's like, no, fuck you,
No.
no.
Like everybody was like that, but then like one person was like, "Absolutely not. We're not doing this," and everybody's like, "You know what? You're
Yeah,
right.
you're
We're on the
right."
same page. I am tired of this."
One person had the nuts to say it, and everyone's like,
Yep.
this guy's got a good point. I like it.
Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan said so, so we're good.
Hey, Joe Rogan for president. I'd kill for that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if it's gonna be that good, I'm excited because there's so many heroes they could pull from, right? Like just
Yeah.
in general, and like just from fucking X-Men alone, you can get some fucking really interesting characters, people with superpowers that aren't like crazy amazing, but they make it work.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I will say I watched what was it, Captain America, the new one where like the new guy becomes
Oh, Black
and
Captain
had
America.
Harrison Ford as Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that movie wasn't that great.
I didn't see it. I didn't.
It wasn't that great. We went and saw it in theaters. But then again, we also for Valentine's Day we went and watched the new Avatar, and that wasn't that great either.
I heard same things. You know what has been getting positive reviews? Iron Lung.
Iron Lung.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen previews, but that doesn't sound entertaining because I know what an iron lung is.
So it's not about the actual Iron Lung. It's a game. It's an indie game, really like low pixel indie game that Markiplier. I'm sure you know who Markiplier is, right? Household name at this point.
Nope.
Wow, that's crazy. So
Not a
Markiplier
household name.
was a YouTuber at the birthing of YouTube, right?
Okay.
He was a gaming YouTuber, right? He did all the stuff, and he is I would say maybe like the third most popular gaming YouTuber ever, beaten by PewDiePie, right? Like maybe somebody else in there that I don't know about because I don't know
Mr. Beast.
He's not a gaming YouTuber though. He's just a regular YouTuber. But Markiplier,
Oh.
like Markiplier pulls in so much money. He's so fucking rich. Like he has gone on the record. Like he releases his financial records and everything. He's like, I have too much money. I don't know what to do with it. And all he does is just play games and records it and uploads it. And then, but then he moved into like film and cinema and like doing things because he liked it. He liked the acting and like all that stuff. And so this movie was funded completely by him, released by him, and made #1 on the charts. I think like 3 weeks in a row, just from the fan base alone.
Wow.
Right? Like so, like I grew
Yeah.
up like as a kid watching him on YouTube. You know, so like even I want to go see it. I just haven't had the time to yet. Like, but apparently,
What movie is it?
Iron Lung.
Iron Lung.
Mhm. Apparently,
Hmm.
it's incredibly good. Apparently, I haven't seen it yet.
I have to go see a chick flick on Friday, I think.
What are you watching?
I don't know. My wife sent it to me and she's like, "Will you go to this with me?" And I just said yes.
Of course you will. Do you at least
Yeah.
get the good seats?
Ours aren't great. Like we're not big enough to have like really good seats, but like we get to pick our own seats.
So you don't get to recline.
That makes sense. No.
Oh,
No.
there's not a theater in town
No.
now that doesn't recline.
My fucking knees hurt so bad after sitting through 3 hours of fucking Avatar.
I bet.
Like, oh my God. Like, I'm just like, I just want to stretch my legs.
So
It hurts so bad.
I like anime.
Like, Forrest, I can't feel my legs.
Stupid. I like anime. I don't like anime as much as my girl does, and she has me go and watch these anime movies that I really don't know anything about. Right, I'm not caught up. But we go to the theaters with the seats and with the food. So like they take your order, whatever. I pay $15 for a hamburger. I don't care. I'm asleep halfway through the movie because I just have no idea what's going on at this point, right? Like whatever.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care.
Which is fine.
She does not care. I bring a
Yeah.
fucking blanket. She didn't give a fuck, and so I'm just in there, passed
So
out on this
you-
recliner.
You paid money to go take a fucking nap.
I paid money to make her happy, eat a cheeseburger, and take a nap. That's a win for me.
You paid money to go take a nap.
Hey, we get the
Whatever.
military discount.
We're out of
I'll take
we're
that
out
money.
of time.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching the Savings of Beer podcast. This has been Matt and Tom with you again. If you'd like to reach out and be interviewed by us, please do so in either Twitch, YouTube, or our Gmail, savingsofbeer@gmail.com. Fucking crazy. Just let us know. I mean, we won't be super mean. I won't be super mean. Matt probably will be super mean.
I will.
If you're they, them, you should definitely come get interviewed by Matt. I feel like that would be
Yes.
fucking hilarious.
That would be. Yeah. that
Or
would work
or
well.
pansexual, because he'll start pulling out the pots.
I got questions.
So again, thank you everybody for watching. You can catch us every Wednesday at 9:00. Sorry, my days are getting confused. Matt, any final words?
Enjoy the fucking song because I'm gonna fucking rock out to it. Thomas doesn't get to hear it, so fuck you.
Toodles.